എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. When I read the Vision 2031, I was really excited. I was really excited because it takes a lot of focus and initiative to think 6 years ahead of time and really see how we can uplift this state of Kerala with skills. How do we bring enterprises like IBM to the state? And how do we uplift the whole economy? My experience so far in building a development lab in Kerala has been amazing. From every perspective, skills, help from the government, infrastructure, getting everything done, it has been a wonderful experience. But this is about Vision 2031. On this vision, what would it take for us to attract even more companies like IBM to state of Kerala? What would that encompass? The first thing I would say is skills. Because you need critical skills to attract any enterprise to any part of the world. We have skills. We have different universities. We have technical skills. But the challenge is not skills. What we really need to focus is skills plus leadership skills. Why do I say that? Because today, if you focus in our education system, it's mostly focused on engineering or medicine. Those are the two paths we always guide our students to. Be good in engineering, be a good programmer, be a good developer. But we need to kind of change that mindset. We got to focus on leadership skills. By leadership skills I mean risk-taking skills. Be able to be bold. That thought process is not there today. We are good programmers. We are good developers. We are focused on C++, C, Java, Golang, those languages. But we have to uplift that mindset of our children to say, take risk, fail fast, and that will differentiate us. Take Silicon Valley, for example. Why do most startups come out of Silicon Valley? Because their failure is not looked as or frowned upon. Failure is actually encouraged. We allow these startups to come and fail fast. We have to do the same thing in Kerala. We have to have our kids, our new generation, think differently. Because many other things, many other states will be able to provide. Skills can also be imported. Look at the Gulf in the 1970s. There were no skills. Skills were imported, but they had one asset that's called oil. So we can also import skills, but the mindset of leadership, risk-taking, being bold, that is something that's within. That is what we need to tell the universities that bring these students out. How do we create that mindset? How do we create that culture? I was in Dublin last week in Ireland. Same thing, we have a large lab there. Great university participation, great government support. See, there's a lot of things that's there in both places. So what differentiates us to bring companies like IBM and Google and the future startups here? So definitely skills is one. The second piece of that pillar is technology. But within technology, we have to say, what is the technology that we will differentiate, that we will focus in? I mean, look at Taiwan, for example. What is Taiwan known for? It's known for chips, chip manufacturing. So we have to say within technology, what is the technology that we are going to focus on? Is it on generative AI? Is it in chip manufacturing? Is it on medical assets? What is the technology that we can focus on? Because that will also attract the right set of skills. We can create an ecosystem for those technology companies to come. We can create manufacturing processes and fabs and all those things if the technology is based on chips. Is the technology based on quantum? So the technology cannot be a broad statement. We have to narrow it to something that's unique to us. What technology are we going to go focus? Because that's what we will be known for. Is it a database technology around data? Is it around GPUs? Is it around generative AI? Is it around quantum? And then once you have somewhat understood the technology we want to focus on, then you build skills at universities that's based on that technology. And like I said, skills is not just technology skills. We need leadership skills. If I take my own example, I manage about 20,000 people worldwide. That is a leadership skills that's needed. How do we make sure we get our kids in universities to think about leadership skills? Last but not least is innovation. Because for any technology to advance, we need an innovative mindset. But all three go in hand if you think about it. Skills, technology, and innovation. That innovation needs to come with a risk-taking mindset. It's okay to fail. How often we tell our kids in university to say, take risk, fail fast. It's okay to fail. Once we take that fear out and we allow these universities to nurture the startups, we allow these universities to think differently, focus on one or two core technologies, on skills in these technologies, we create a prosperous environment for more and more companies like IBM to come here. That is what's needed, which is skills, technology, innovation, and a set of universities that's focused on those technologies and innovation, skills that's focused on leadership, and last but not least, we also need a set of ambassadors. What I call global ambassadors. Ambassadors who can talk about the experiences they have gained working here, because that's very important. That brings in trust, that brings in faith. We got to promote it. We got to be aggressive about it and flawlessly talk about it, confidently convey it, authoritatively tell people that this is the place to come and invest, to make 2031 vision a reality. We have done it, and that will give the confidence to future investors, future companies to come, because they know another person, another company, another enterprise has already done it. So that global ambassadors is very important. Also certain events to hold here. How do we bring a CEO forum? The generative AI conclave we did, that created so much momentum for us. How do we create a set of events like that, bring CEOs here, forums here, and make them the ambassadors to talk about Kerala? That is what will make our 2031 vision a reality. With that, I want to say thank you, and really a heartfelt thank you for giving me this opportunity to come and talk about my experiences and what would it take to make 2031 a future vision a reality. Thank you.